Thanks for joining our Tuesday night broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge will be joining us from the sidelines. Taking a look here at some of the numbers for DeMar DeRozan.
And guys, for a measure of how he's performing offensively, look no further than the true shooting percentage. There's been a steady drop in his last 5 games, and he's got to be scrambling now to get that feel back.
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. The post-pair for him will be Murray and Sabonis. Zach LaVine is out there with Markelle Fultz, and it's DeRozan in at the small forward. And for Las Vegas, Andre Drummond is out there with Amen Thompson. Then it's Johnson. Then it's Barrett, and it's Barnes in at the 3, the small forward. Stan, when you were faced with back-to-back games, did that factor into your game planning at all?
Not really, Kevin. I mean, it factored into what we did in preparation, practice the day before the back-to-back set. But I was a one-game-at-a-time guy, and whatever it took to win that night was what we were going to do, and then we'd worry about the second game when that one was over.
And Fultz doesn't fear physical contact. I think that's what makes him special. When he's knifing to the rack, he's ready to take on the hit from the defense.
First free throw is good.
And the explosiveness of Fultz really is incredible. He's effortless in terms of getting where he wants on the court.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Hey, Greg, one thing that the Kings have had work for them over the last few seasons is their depth.
And have made some shrewd moves to fill out their bench. Got great contributions from their 6 through 10 players. It's been a big part of their recent success.
Here's Fultz after R.J. Barrett's bucket. And the basket by DeRozan.
Yeah, few guys do it better than DeRozan from the mid-range.
Here's Johnson out to Barrett. To the paint, here's Drummond, and Drummond throws it down.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Now, here's Fultz. The rebound by Johnson. Barrett the pass to Drummond. And here's Barnes for 3, and it's Sacramento with the rebound. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Rosen against Barnes. Pass to Sabonis. Just 5 on the clock. It's Drummond with the rebound. Las Vegas, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. The time for the ball. And the ball out of play. The Kings will inbound.
Well, it shows you how crucial communication is.
So Sacramento has to speed to be able to run with Showtime. So this will be interesting. With DeRozan.
Kings have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far.
And LaVine. They can get back. And Sabonis runs pretty well as well.
And loving the aggression from Sabonis. Going right up for the dunk there. Nice.
Out to Barrett. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson. Barrett's got 5. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Now here's LaVine. 9-point game his last outing. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Drummond. And now here's Johnson, a fast break chance. It's stolen by Fultz. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Murray with it. Picked up by Thompson. Murray kicks to Sabonis. 5 on the clock. There's LaVine. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Barrett. Over LaVine. Sabonis grabs the board. The Kings trailing. Outside DeRozan. Pass to Murray. Fultz with the ball. Now DeRozan. Sabonis sets the pick for DeRozan. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down.
Well, that's why you run set plays, to get DeRozan that space he needs to go to work.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Here's Barnes. Not going to go that time. Nice D from DeRozan. There it finds Johnson. Some nice passing by Las Vegas here. Johnson double teamed. Here's Barnes. Makes it off the glass.
And the insane.
Man, that bounce pass by Johnson. Look at this. Dude, that is... Oh my God! Really though? I did... Bro, that is sick. Oh my God, that is definitely going on the channel. That is... Bro, that is sick. That is next level, man. Oh, they came from the double T. Oh my God. They just make That is definitely going on the channel.
Peripheral vision there. If anyone's open, even for an instant, Magic's gonna find you.
So the Kings call. Try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, but what a tremendous effort, Kevin. I thought they were coming all the way back. Such a terrific fourth quarter of basketball, but they just could not get over the hump.
We're going to break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. You take a look at Las Vegas. What a run they've had this year, in first place and charging seemingly at will toward the postseason. These guys have been outstanding. And, of course, there's the Kings. Right now, quite a ways down below.
And you know, for Las Vegas, they've been ruthless competitors all season long. I mean, they've assured themselves of plenty of home games in the postseason. Let's see if they can take advantage.
Now, here's DeRozan. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. Here we go, one-on-one. And Thompson throws it down.
And he's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
The Kings trail by 4. Murray outside. And that comes off the assist by Levine. It's Las Vegas now, coming off that win against Minnesota.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
Well, it comes down to preparation. They were ready for that game and kept the crowd out of it for the most part.
Here's Thompson. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And it's Fultz with the ball for the Kings. Trailing by 4. On the wing, DeRozan. Covered by Barnes. Murray for 3. It's rebounded by Las Vegas.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time. Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
Here's Fultz. He's coming off a 10-point game against New Orleans.
Yeah, and look, he made his mark on defense also. Was pressuring the ball, came away with 3 steals.
Johnson with the defensive effort.
Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
And Barrett gets it to go.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
The Kings trail by 8. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, here's what Las Vegas' head coach had to say earlier. We discussed the prospect of facing off against Zach LaVine. Coach said Zach is an uber athlete, can jump out of the gym, but he also has such a nice three-point shot it makes LaVine a headache. We'll switch up who's guarding him as the game progresses. Of course, LaVine can beat you so many different ways. That'll be fun to watch tonight. Guys?
Thank you, David. That's good from DeMar DeRozan. On top of being such a great mid-range shooter, Stan, DeMar DeRozan has earned a reputation for also being a timely scorer. He performs well in the clutch.
Yeah, I was on the wrong end of that too many times, Kevin. DeMar ranks in the top 5 among players in clutch buckets made for his career, and he was given the nickname King of the Fourth.
Oh, I like that. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, that's a big body to mess with. Drummond's a handful.
Las Vegas shooting their first free throws here for the night.
Drummond, shooting 2.
That free throw, no good.
I think of Andre Drummond as a big man's big man. He's a steadfast presence in the paint who really focuses on owning the backboard and attacking the rim.
Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Thompson. No good on the second free throw.
Well, he's one of the best rebounders we've ever seen. Drummond controls the defensive glass, and at the other end, he creates second chance opportunities.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Johnson against Murray. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Grant. Kicks it out to Johnson. Over Murray. Johnson's shot is off.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
Now, here's Monk. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against New Orleans. Back to DeRozan. Over Grant. Again, the miss by the Kings. Las Vegas leading by 6. And good coming off the assist by Magic Johnson. Johnson's got 6 assists now in the game.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Oh, and here comes Barnes all alone.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
Yeah, and until the defense makes an adjustment, there's no reason to go away from what they're doing.
Buries the long-range jumper.
Well, he's a consistent range scorer. LaVine's team wants him to find these looks.
Las Vegas has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Johnson with the bounce pass. Barrett, no good.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
DeRozan's shot is good.
Yeah, you love the confident mindset of DeRozan. Not afraid to pull up off the dribble.
It's Barrett on the wing. Sabonis against Drummond. Here's Barrett. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Timeout called by the Kings. So for Las Vegas, Chris Middleton's checked in for Jeremy Grant. Robinson comes in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Ellison for Andre Drummond. And a change for Sacramento. Carter's checked in. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Kings. 7-point differential.
And it's going to come down to effort tonight. Last time they met each other, they were demolished on the boards, and that rebounding difference led to a sizable loss.
Yeah, it wasn't their finest hour or finest 2 hours. It has to be a matter of pride for them this time.
Putting that speed to great use. Once Barrett gets a step on the D, good night.
The Kings trail by 9. But no one around him. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Johnson, that's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Carter, the pass to DeRozan. Back to Carter. Pass to Monk. Shot clock at 6. On its way from DeRozan for 2. It's rebounded by Barrett.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Johnson down low. Carter on him. And the basket by Johnson.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Monk kicks to Murray. Carter outside. Monk against Barrett. Now Monk, one of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. And Robinson with a clear path to the basket. And finished off by Robinson.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
Now here's Murray. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Sacramento again missing.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Here is Carter following the basket by Chris Middleton. Shot to stop the run. DeRozan's shot is off.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as he'd like.
19 seconds left here in the first quarter.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Bean passes to Lyles. Valanciunas with a screen on Ellis. 1 for 3. That shot no good. It could go. And so it's Las Vegas out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. We've got more in store for you right after this. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Las Vegas.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And another thing they've done so well is convert fast break opportunities. Great job trusting their guys and getting those easy ones.
On the court right now for the Kings, they've got Monk. Trey Lyles out there with Jonas Valanciunas. Then it's Zach LaVine. And it's LaRavia in at the 3. Valanciunas. Kick out to LaVine. A clear look for Monk. Gets an open look and hits. Monk's got 5 now.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Here's Middleton. The shot, no good. Nice D from Valanciunas. And so Monk will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings, trailing by 17. Pass to Levine. To the middle. Here's Lyles. And the dunk by Lyles.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
Middleton can't get it to go. The Kings trail by 15. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Monk, the pass to Levine. Hits it from three-point range. Levine's got his second basket of the game.
Levine getting quick with it that time, changing it up.
You know, Stan, as productive as Zach LaVine has been, you get the sense he wants to compete for titles. He wants more than just the individual stuff.
Yeah, and especially, Kevin, at this point in his career, it just hasn't all worked for the teams he's been on yet, but he's still got some time to figure it out.
Yeah, he does. And so here's Sacramento after the basket by Las Vegas. Lyles a screen on Ellis. Monk for 3, and another 3 for Sacramento.
And they're shooting really well from long range this quarter. They should keep looking to the three-point shot for some extra offense.
Left side, Clarkson. Kicks it down to Middleton. Good on the triple. Middleton's got 7.
And this is Middleton's game. He's thinking of shooting it even before the pass hits his hands.
Ellis against Monk. To the wing on the left. Shot clock at 5. Lyles with the screen. The Kings need to get off a shot here. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead. And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Valanciunas.
Strong finish by Valanciunas. He likes exerting his will close to the rim.
Inside, here's Robinson. Can't connect from 13 feet out. The Kings trail by 14. Here's LaRavia. No good with the triple.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Sacramento grabs the miss. This game is finished. They'll be off to Portland taking on the Trailblazers. That'll be the second on the road in the midst of this long 4-game road stand. Las Vegas leading by 14. Here's Middleton. It's hauled in by Lyles. Kings have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9.
Well, he might be a bit wiry, but Levine has the strength to take a bump and finish at the rim.
Here's Ellis after the Kings pick up 2. Grant on the wing. Ball stolen. Here's LaRavia. Guarded by Robinson. Tries it from 19. No good that time. Las Vegas, they've gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told.
And a chance for 3 the old-fashioned way for Grant. He finds a way to make the most of his chances.
Hey, Greg, what about Jeremy Grant? He's had about every role you can imagine on any team he's played on.
And, Kevin, he started out as a second-round pick, hoping to just make a team. He's been a bench spark plug, a starter, even a #1 option. Grant's done it all.
The free throw drops for Grant. You know, Stan, we hear all the time about after timeout plays. About how many of those do teams really have at their disposal?
Well, you certainly have to have a few, Kevin. Coaches vary in their philosophy. Some coaches will draw them up on the fly. I was one, like a lot of guys, who wanted to have things that we've worked on that then we could go to. But that just depends on who you've got, how smart your guys are, how quickly they pick things up.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, improving dialogue between players and officials is a priority. Commissioner Silver says, now with high-fidelity audio, we're all able to hear a lot of what's being said. Now we have to take into account the high-stress environment. But there has to be a two-way sense of respect. I feel it's an area where we can make progress.
Kevin? You know, the commissioner's always looking ahead and looking at every area, which is great for the game. And Las Vegas making a change here. Barnes has checked in. Greg, give us one word to describe Domantas Sabonis on the offensive end.
Kevin, I guess I'd say dominant, but that only scratches the surface. The way Sabonis drops dimes, hits shots, and controls the glass, dominant just doesn't even really begin to say enough.
Out to Clarkson. Over Monk. It's hauled in by the Kings. Sabonis has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Fultz. Good, and it's Sabonis with the assist that time. Fultz has got it back down to single digits for the Kings. Johnson outside. To the inside. Thompson. That one's off. Still out of sync. And so Levine will bring it up now for the Sacramento Kings. Sabonis' screen on Barnes. Levine can't hit. Las Vegas leading by 7. Barnes dishes to Drummond. Johnson against Fultz. Johnson kicks to Thompson. And it's sent back by Sabonis.
Outstanding timing on the rejection there. Sabonis showing some grit on defense.
Stolen by Thompson. Jumps up, and it's Thompson with the jam.
Agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
Monk outside. Barnes against Levine. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's DeRozan. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Now in the later stages of his career, Greg, DeMar DeRozan continues to be a master from the mid-range.
Kevin, we all know he loves that area of the floor. And what makes him so effective, the footwork. He's so good at backing guys down and creating space to get that jumper off. And I like the aggressiveness of DeMar DeRozan's game. He's constantly testing the defense, looking for any weakness he can exploit to get a bucket.
Chris Boucher's checked in for Las Vegas. Eric comes in for Jordan Clarkson. And a change for Sacramento. Trey Lyles checked in for Zach LaVine. Now here's Barnes. A 23-point game for him in the win against Minnesota. It's Thompson off the drive. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Thompson's got 8 points.
Well, he's been very reliable tonight. Not wasting any chances. Really using his head.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And Fultz is a menace inside. Superb at making the D foul him when he's this close to the basket.
2 shots.
That free throw good from Fultz.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Good work there as it goes. He's got 10.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. Now we see the league's top assist team since All-Star. They've been displaying some great teamwork.
Clearly, this group's on the same page offensively, and the chemistry continues to improve as well. The assist totals off the charts.
The Kings trail by 10. Outside DeRozan. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Thompson. Stan, isn't it terrific? We're seeing these great stars in the NBA extending their careers more than ever before.
We certainly are, Kevin, and it's great for the league. The league keeps getting younger, though. These guys come into the league earlier, but I think what players have learned, it's not even just the basketball part. It's the strength and conditioning. It's the nutrition. They've taken care of themselves better, and that allows them to last longer. Well, he's an old-school wing. DeMar DeRozan loves the mid-range, doesn't take a ton of threes, and does an outstanding job picking out open teammates.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Johnson, the pass to Boucher, and the dunk by Boucher.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
The Kings trail by 10. Outside, Sabonis. Wiles against Thompson. Shoots from 14. DeRozan's shot is good. DeRozan's got 14 points for the game.
Well, guys, DeRozan's steadily putting points on the board. He's feeling it.
Johnson kicks to Barnes. Over Fultz. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. 6 points for Barnes.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Down low. It'll go, and the Las Vegas lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Fultz.
And Fultz isn't bashful inside. He feels at ease shooting in the paint.
Here's Johnson out to Barrett. Over in the corner, Barnes. It's Barrett on the wing to the middle. It's stolen by Wiles. Barnes against Monk. Pass to Fultz. Sabonis, high post. Back to Fultz. 6 on the shot clock. It's rebounded by Las Vegas. Johnson's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Well, I hate to say it, but he hasn't done a lot to help their cause tonight. He's been a little erratic from the floor.
Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got 9 rebounds now tonight. To the left wing. Puts it up from 15. Fultz, no good. Las Vegas leading by 8. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Count it, good. Thompson's got 12 in the game.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
Now, here's Lyons. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. They get the rebound, second shot opportunity, and Sabonis lays it up and in. He's got 9.
And boy, has he come alive. Since the start of the second quarter, he has been on fire.
That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
And when you have this kind of size as a point guard, what a tremendous advantage. Magic can really match up with all 5 positions.
Now, here's Lyons. Wants to get it to DeRozan, and does. Bucket is good.
That pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
Here's Barrett. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Minnesota. Shot and game clock separated by 5. There's the drive. It'll go, and the Las Vegas lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Fultz.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Boucher sets a screen for Johnson. Tries the hook. What a play. Simply trains it in at the buzzer.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
Yeah, really a perfect way to finish that quarter on a strong, positive note.
And so it's Las Vegas, holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Chris, you guys were able to get the lead. What was the key to getting all those open shots?
It was just getting stops, getting rebounding, getting out and pushing, finding lanes, finding open guys.
And you made the most of it, Chris. Thanks a lot. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Welcome, everybody.
These guys have made a great case all season long, Shaq, and now they're processing things even faster.
And talking about our game now, a very solid first half for Vegas.
They're moving at a high speed. When they get in space, they really push the pace. Makes them hard to keep up with.
Yeah, several times the defense couldn't get back. That created all sorts of mismatches.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You know, R.J. Barrett has been exceptional here, guys.
It's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Johnson is out there with R.J. Barrett. Then it's Barnes. Then there's Amen Thompson. And it's Drummond in at the 5. Now here's Murray. Sabonis sets the pick for Murray. DeRozan in the corner. Back to Murray from outside the arc. Shot clock reset for Sacramento. And a slam dunk by Sabonis. That gives him the double-double. 11 points and 12 rebounds. And for the Kings, DeRozan and Murray slot in at the small and power forward. Fultz is out there with Levine, and it's Sabonis in at the 5 spot.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, and they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Tenacious on the attack. Thompson is fantastic at finding lanes to the basket.
Now here's Murray. A three-pointer off the mark.
And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
Lobbed up there for Thompson. Pass to Barrett. It's hauled in by the Kings. 1 minute and a half played here in the third quarter. It'll go, and the Las Vegas lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Levine. Smart, accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
Thompson, and he elevates for the slam. Domantas Sabonis did not like that at all.
Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
And that's life above the rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Outside, Levine. Back to DeRozan. And stolen by Barnes. Here's Johnson. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Barnes has got his 3rd assist on the night. And here's Levine, who brings it up for the Sacramento Kings. It's a 10-point game. Fultz the pass to Murray. Here's Levine. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
And over the years, Levine has put on the muscle, which helps him on those challenging finishes at the rim.
Now here's Johnson. 10 points for him. Back to Barnes. Stolen by Levine. Fultz against Barrett. It'll go, and the Las Vegas lead is cut down to just 6 points, and the bucket from Fultz.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Pass to Barnes. And here is Johnson. Checking some stats on him right now. He's averaging just around 22.5 points a game. Here's Fultz. The rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Out of bounds, Las Vegas takes possession. We always talk about getting good looks. Here's who's doing the best of it in the NBA. And you look at Johnson, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks. And, of course, Amen Thompson. Right on his tail.
You can't say enough about these two guys shooting this season. Both their percentages, just incredible stuff.
And first time out of the game called for Las Vegas. Grant has checked in for Andre Drummond. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Jonas Valanciunas.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Now here's Thompson. 16 points for him. And Barrett slams it in.
Incredible night for Barrett. He scores in a multitude of ways, and he brings the effort on every possession.
The Kings trail by 8. Pass to Fultz. Outside, Levine. DeRozan with it. Covered by Barnes. Again, the miss by the Kings. Las Vegas, they've gone 4-6 in the field since the start of the 3rd. Barrett kicks to Johnson. Thompson, a screen on Fultz. Lobbed up there for Thompson. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And this one has been all about Amen Thompson, a freakish athlete. When he gets rolling, there's just not much a defender can do.
Pass to Fultz. Levine against Barrett. DeRozan with it. Over Barnes. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. DeRozan's got 18 points.
Well, look, DeRozan, for his size, an excellent ball handler, able to create his own look.
Now, here's Barrett. 18 points for him. Some nice passing by Las Vegas here. Johnson finds Grant. Lock at 6. Over in the corner, Barnes. Shoots over DeRozan. Again, Las Vegas scores.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the end.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. Chris Middleton's checked in for Las Vegas.
Now into the lineup for Las Vegas, number 10, Chris Middleton.
Sacramento with the ball, trailing by 10. Middleton against DeRozan. Over Middleton, and Thompson sends it back.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And we get a chance to check out the numbers for Barrett. And with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands, and he converts at a remarkable.
He's one of the dead-eye sharpshooters in the game for sure. A top 5 percentage guy from deep. Just a hard man to slow down. The Kings trail by 10. Levine with it. Picked up by Barrett. Fultz against Johnson. Fultz kicks to Levine. Shot clock at 6. Sabonis' screen on Barrett. Levine. Again, the miss by the Kings.
I'm sure he'd like to have that back. That's a missed opportunity.
We see coaches stand willing to pay fines for complaining about the officiating.
First team foul.
I'm having a hard time thinking if you ever did that. Going back in my Rolodex here. Did you? Did you ever do that, Coach?
I mean, Kevin, I paid hundreds of thousands of dollars of fines in the NBA. Yeah. My wife was not real happy about that at one point, reminding me early on that we had 4 kids we were going to try to put through college. And she told me one year I just gave away 2 college educations.
Oh, goodness. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
All the officials are all over that one.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Las Vegas?
Well, I've been a little surprised by how many mid-range jump shots they're taking and hitting. But so far, that seems to be the recipe that's working for them.
And another stat that they've excelled at is points off assists. They're moving the ball around and creating great looks for one another.
Free throw drops for Monk. And Monk drops them both. Las Vegas leading by 10. Middleton outside. Puts it up from 15. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Middleton's got 9.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. A move that likely helped the league's parity has been shortening max contract lengths. Commissioner Silver says, we used to refer to it as dead money. A star player toward those end years sitting on the bench. We've reduced max contracts to 5 years, and in some cases 6. This way, it moves to more pay for performance. Kevin?
I think that's a pretty good business decision. It's going to have nice ramifications. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Ellis has got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
As a playmaker, Barrett has improved his vision. Plays with a good recognition and been very unselfish.
Now, here's DeRozan. He's got 18. Sinks the three-pointer.
Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Here's Barrett. 9-point game. Here's Grant. DeRozan with the rebound.
He'll probably hear about that shot selection when he gets back to the bench. Maybe not their best option there.
Monk for 3. Rebounded by Ellis.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Right side Barrett. Kicks it out to Grant. Trains it from beyond the arc. 10 points for him.
Gotta know where Grant is at all times. He loves wiggling free from that corner.
Murray outside. Levine looking around. It's stolen by Barrett. And here's the fast break. Barrett leading the way. Offensive rebound. Left side Grant. Back to Barrett. And stolen by Murray. And DeRozan kicks to Murray. Good ball movement here by the Kings. That one goes. Counted. 23 points for DeMar DeRozan.
Often DeRozan attacks in motion, but he clearly can spot up as well.
Ellis dishes to Barrett. Grant the pass to Barrett. Middleton on the wing. 5 to shoot. Grant with a screen on Murray. Middleton makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
And that's his game. Middleton knows he's out there to shoot the rock whenever he gets a good look.
Here's Levine. It's rebounded by Las Vegas. Next game for them, they'll take on the Raptors at Toronto. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. Grant, that's good.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
DeRozan's shot is on.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Grant, right side. Pass to Thompson. Barrett against Levine. Ellis. Las Vegas needs to get off a shot. Count the basket. Grant's got 7 now in this quarter.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Now here's Levine. 12 points for him. Outside DeRozan. Over Middleton. Not enough on that one as it misses. Las Vegas leading by 16. Stan on the floor tonight. One of the best two-way players in the game, Jeremy Grant.
Yeah, Kevin, look, he's become a knockdown three-point shooter, but he also does a great job of putting the ball on the floor, attacking the basket, and getting to the free throw line. He puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
Here's DeRozan after R.J. Barrett's bucket. Murray, good.
And you like Murray as a spot-up shooter, knows where to park himself, and always ready to receive the pass.
Now here's Ellis. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Pass to Grant. Baseline jumper. It's stolen by DeRozan. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now Monk. He's covered by Thompson. Murray, the pass to Monk. He's looking for Levine and finds him. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on R.J. Barrett.
And that's just an outstanding job by Levine to take advantage of the situation and force the defender to overcommit.
2 shots.
He misses the free throw.
Look, he's an ideal modern wing. Levine has tremendous athleticism, length, a great three-point shot. He's been productive for years.
And he sinks the second. Ellis with it. Outside Robinson. There's the 3. The shot will not fall. And so it's Las Vegas with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. Back to the action in just a minute. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game. Presented by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level dig. What a great pass.
Get up and make some noise.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Magic Johnson. Then there's Andre Drummond. Then it's Duncan Robinson. And it's Grant in at the 4 spot. Now here's Johnson. 6 to shoot. Here's Drummond. Nice D from Sabonis. The Kings trail by 14. Fultz looking around. inside. And Sabonis the bucket on the assist from Fultz. Fultz has got his 3rd assist on the night. Fultz against Johnson, and Robinson wide open. He shoots. Drills it from outside. And Las Vegas leads by 15.
And look, this is a shot you can't give to Robinson because he loves shaking free from the corner.
Outside, Sabonis. Sabonis sets the pick for Monk. On the top of the key, and again it's Sacramento converting. 4th quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Out to Clarkson. Lets it go from deep. That's good, and Johnson with the assist. Clarkson's got his first 3 points of the game.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Fultz, no good. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Las Vegas. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Sabonis with the steal. Here's LaRavia, defended by Drummond. Some solid defense from Clarkson. Las Vegas leading by 16. On the wing, Johnson, defended by Johnson against Sabonis. A floater. Hit stolen by Lyles. Pass to Fultz. No good. Good D by Drummond. Las Vegas has gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for Las Vegas. On Thursday, they'll tip off a road trip in Toronto where they'll take on the Raptors. And then on Saturday, they'll head back home to host the Indiana Pacers.
And for their matchup with the Celtics, I think it's going to be an interesting challenge. Even though they expect to come out on top, this could probably be a pick'em game, depending on how they play.
Clark, he's checked in for Las Vegas.
Well, this guy's a classic example of hard work paying off. Jeremy Grant has developed into a very impactful player.
Here's Sabonis. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Now here's Johnson. Grant with the screen on Fultz. Here's Johnson. Shoots from 12. No good from Grant. The Kings trail by 15. Pass to Sabonis. On the wing, Monk. He's covered by Clarkson. The shot by Monk is no good.
Well, he had 6 points from beyond the arc in the first half, but yet to get it going here in the second.
And getting points inside, important for Grant. Allows him to get a little bit of extra room on the perimeter when he needs it.
Here's Monk, following the basket by Jeremy Grant. Monk, the pass to Sabonis. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
Pass to Drummond. And it's Drummond with the jam.
Well, that's about as high percentage of look as Drummond's going to get. Nice job inside.
The Kings trail by 17. Here's Fultz.
Shooting for the Kings, LaRavia at the line for 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And Las Vegas making a change here. Ellis is checked in. And then for Sacramento, Keegan Murray's checked in for Sabonis. DeMar DeRozan comes in for Lyles. And Zach LaVine subbed in for Malik Monk. That one is no good. Las Vegas leading by 16. Ellis the pass to Clarkson. Shot clock at 6. He's looking for Drummond and finds him. And here's Ellis from beyond the arc. DeRozan with the rebound. DeRozan's got 4 rebounds in this game. In the corner, Murray with it. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. DeRozan's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Now Clarkson. Clark outside. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Drummond. So for Las Vegas, Chris Boucher's checked in for Drummond. Olynyk comes in for Grant, and it's Barnes in for Clark. Valanciunas, who's checked in for Sacramento. Monk comes in for Markelle Fultz. Here's DeRozan, and Barnes sends it back. They get it back. Monk for 3. Sacramento again missing.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
DeRozan with it. Guarded now by Barnes. Here's Murray. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Harrison Barnes picks one up.
And this young guy is a handful to deal with. Murray is so skilled at drawing foul.
At the line for 2.
Free throw good, Murray.
And hard not to get excited about Keegan Murray's potential. He can shoot the ball. He rebounds it. If this guy continues to grow his game, he could end up being a high-level impact player.
Chris Middleton's checked in for Chris Boucher. Now here's Ellis. Middleton, a screen on Monk. Pass to Olynyk. It's stolen by Valanciunas. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
And they have gotten themselves back into this game just in the nick of time. If that one had come any later, it would have been Katie bar the door.
Yeah, look, they've shown great resolve to work their way back into this one, but they're not done yet. They're going to have to grind it out.
Here's Olynyk after the made shot from Jonas Valanciunas. 4 on the clock. Middleton with a screen for Clarkson. For Murray. Las Vegas again missing. And so Levine will bring it up now for the Sacramento Kings. 9-point game. Pass to DeRozan. Back to Levine. And Levine throws it down.
Well, not only does this show off Levine's skills, it's also a great morale boost for your team.
Middleton outside. Trying to get something going. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. And Las Vegas leads by 9.
And I love the tenacity, guys. He simply can will his way into games at times and exert his presence.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line for 1.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And the Kings making a change here. Fultz is checked in. Stan in a league of stretch bigs.
Timeout.
Jonas Valanciunas is a true center.
He is, Kevin. And look, he'll occasionally take a 3, but Jonas lives in the paint. He throws around that 265-pound frame. It's hard to defend him because we just don't see a lot of post players.
Las Vegas calls timeout. So for Las Vegas, Chris Boucher's checked in for Olynyk. Eric comes in for Clarkson, and it's Johnson in for Ellis. Sabonis, he's checked in for Sacramento. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Las Vegas' coach talk to his team during the timeout. Now, he reminded his team, keep looking for the deep ball. If the 3 is there, take it. You've done a good job getting those looks, so keep taking them. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. So it's Sacramento after the basket by Las Vegas.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
Yeah, but the defenders draped all over him. He just could not shake loose.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And the dunk by Boucher.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. And here are the Kings now, trailing by 10. Fultz kicks to Levine. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. Levine's got 10 points here in the second half.
And you got to give Levine a lot of credit. He's cleaned up that jump shot since getting drafted back in 2014.
DeRozan surveying the D. Pass to Murray. On the wing, Levine. And there are the Kings with another bucket. Las Vegas leading by 5. Johnson outside. They double-team Johnson. Out to Barrett. The 3-ball. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Third team foul.
So for Las Vegas, Andre Drummond comes in for Chris Boucher. And Amen Thompson subbed in for Chris Middleton. The Kings trail by 5. Outside, Levine. Fultz a screen on Barrett. Levine's shot is off. Las Vegas, they've gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth. Right around 46-47%. Thompson with the bucket.
It helps that Thompson can score with either hand close to the bucket. Defenders can't force him to one side or the other.
Now, here's DeRozan. Over Barnes. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Third personal foul. Fourth team foul. Shooting for Sacramento. DeMar DeRozan taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that free throw good from DeRozan. Both free throws good from DeRozan.
Getting it done at the line as he usually does. And that could be huge in a tight game like this one.
The kick out to Barnes. Drummond passes to Johnson. Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. And here's DeRozan.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Shoots from 14, and he hits the jump shot. DeRozan's got 27.
Well, no doubt DeRozan would be calm, cool, and collected in that moment.
Outside, Barrett. Back to Johnson. 5 on the clock. Over Fultz. Johnson's shot is off. And it's DeRozan with the ball for the Sacramento Kings. It's a 3-point game. And here's the fast break. Barrett leading the way. It's stolen by DeRozan. Levine with it. And now by Barnes. Johnson with the block. 1:06 left in the fourth quarter. And Barrett gets it to go.
And coming through in a big way. You have to love Barrett there, taking over down the stretch.
Las Vegas has gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the fourth. The kick out to Barnes. And again, another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammate.
Timeout, Sacramento. 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Sabonis, good. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And his confidence and leadership skills just have grown every year. Sabonis has no problem being that guy in that situation.
43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here's Las Vegas. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
23 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And there's the call on Amen Thompson. That's his third foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. They're down by 8. What do you think, guys?
Licking their wounds. It hasn't come together for them tonight.
But they're not going down without a fight. They'll keep game planning and playing until the final whistle.
Johnson kicks to Barrett. Puts one up from 19. No good there. We see Las Vegas get the win here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So now for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now we present the player of the game, Magic Johnson.
Oh, man, very good game there. Sacramento coming back there in the fourth quarter. Biggest lead for Showtime was 19 points. But they came back. They gave them a fight at the end. I guess Team Showtime showed a lot of fatigue. I had to keep taking Magic out because Magic was getting tired. I guess the in-season fatigue caught up with him tonight. Bench points for Team Showtime, 48. 42 assists, as you would imagine, for Team Showtime. They share the ball so well. 45 defensive rebounds. 15 steals for the Kings, though. They really got after it with the steals, the turnovers. Give them credit. But Showtime in transition, look at that, 46 fast break points. That's why they shoot. With just about half your offense is coming in transition, it's pretty hard to stop. It's kind of hard to stop. You score 119 points, and 46 of it's in transition. It's kind of hard to stop that kind of an offense. Let's take a look at the box score here. DeRozan and Levine played pretty good. Just a bit under 50% shooting for DeRozan. Levine right there at about 50, 49%. Sabonis 19. You can't find fault with him. 40 minutes, 19-19. Although you would like to have seen him dominate Jeremy Grant a little bit more. When he got matched up with Jeremy Grant, he had a size mismatch. But most of the night, he was matched up with Drummond, so that was a hard matchup for him tonight. You know, Drummond's one of the few physical guys in the league today who can push him around. Valanciunas didn't do too much off the bench. He gave you 11 points off the bench. No, that's false. Excuse me. He had his hands full with Magic all night long. Let's take a look here at Showtime. Showtime coming again. Once again, Barrett eating, Thompson, everybody in double figures. Everybody's just sharing the ball. Barrett, 11 for 17. Most of his is in transition and cuts to the basket, getting easy shots. Thompson getting out running as usual. Thompson on the season is shooting like 64%, man. That's like Shaquille O'Neal levels, you know, of conversion because he gets out and runs. Because remember, we have Thompson playing power forward. And as you know, Amen Thompson's probably the most athletic guy in the NBA today. So he's constantly leaking out, getting easy buckets. Jeremy Grant off the bench with 17. Middleton with 13. Magic, again, with another triple-double. What else is new? 10 points, 16 rebounds, 24 assists for the Magic, man. Just proving that in the modern era, this fast-paced era, He fits right in. Magic would fit right in the modern era, in my opinion. This is what it would look like. Now the turnovers are higher, but so are the assists because you got more. There's just the pace is just so much more fast and up and down. Guys shoot so early in the shot clock, and there's really nobody really runs half court sets like that anymore. So you have an opportunity to get out and run. So let's take a look at some of the highlights here. Good steal by RJ on that spin move by Levine. RJ get on the glass. Look at that. Just cutting to the basket. That's late in the fourth quarter. Really put the game away. That three-pointer right there. Magic found him with the close game out. You know, these are just, if you notice RJ Barrett, he never has one-on-one plays. It's always finishing. He always finishes plays. That's why he was brought in for the draft. Like, you ask yourself, what would you need for Magic Johnson in the modern era? If you were building a team around Magic, you would need finishers. Guys who necessarily can't make their own shot, but guys who, if you give them the ball, they can do something with it. Barrett's that guy. Thompson's that kind of guy. Grant's that kind of guy. Middleton's the only guy on the team who I feel is he's an ISO guy. We all know Middleton from the Milwaukee Bucks days. He's an ISO guy. He's our ISO Joe, so to speak. He's our ISO Joe. But outside of him, everybody else is pretty much a finisher. And they feed off of Magic Johnson causing havoc on mismatches and driving the lane and compromising people's defenses. Because no one can keep him off. Either he's beating slower big men off the dribble, or he's overpowering smaller guards to get into the lanes. Either one or the other. That's what we see in this series. Let's take a look at some of Harrison Barnes' highlights here. Harrison did a really good job on DeRozan. Got some early fast break points out of him early. That's a two-pointer right there. He's just inside the line. Another one stop and pop right there on a fast break. Another one off of a screen, catch and shoot. Let's take a look at ISO Joe here. Chris Middleton, fast break. That ISO move, step back, two-pointer. He's the one guy on the team, even more so than Magic. He's better than Magic, because Magic, if you remember, Magic was not what you would call a great one-on-one player per se. He can get his own shot, but he doesn't do it from usually when Magic wants to get a shot off, he goes to a post-up phase. He's not what you call a face-up guy. When Magic faces up, it's really to get to the basket, and it's all the way. He doesn't really have much of a counter game. Kind of like Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis is the same way. When Giannis gets serious about scoring, it's all the way to the basket. There's no counter move. Very rarely when you see him step back or do a pullback move or something like that. Magic was like that. So let's take a look at Magic's highlights here. Nice block there in the fourth quarter. He built a wall on Levine right there. Get to the basket, overpowering a smaller guard. Fast break point. Just out on the run. Come into the basket, overpowering smaller guards. Junior skyhook from the post on Fultz. Can't challenge that. There's nothing Fultz can do about that. That junior skyhook. Magic Johnson. I wish they would show his assists, because this guy has 24 assists and you don't show not one of them. I'm hoping on the next 2K they fix this. I'm hoping they do, because 2K needs to get back to highlighting 5-on-5 basketball, not just. I know they make their boatloads of money from the whole My Player thing and the power fantasy that provides people. I get that. But remember, basketball became famous because of team play, not because of one-on-one. Like, the whole individual stuff is cool, but I would like to see the game get back to being more focused on the 5-on-5 experience. Teams, basketball, not just look at me culture. But that's just a tangent I'm going on. I'm going to move on from that. Let's get back to the story here. Let's take a look at Thompson before we go. Some of his highlights, moving without the ball. That's a beautiful play by Thompson. Cut into the basket, caught. Almost a bonus from the mismatch. Just drove and dunked right over him. Catch and shoot from the foul line. Good defensive plays. He's our best defensive player by far. If you watch these streams, man, you always see Thompson guarding the best perimeter player every single time. And that will do it, guys. We're going to move on. We'll take a look at this season to see where Showtime stacks up here in the Western Conference, as well as Team Bird. It looks as though those two will be playing on the same day. On March 6th, Team Bird will be taking on the Knicks in a much anticipated game. And we'll cover that in a moment here. It'll be Showtime and the Raptors first. They'll be on the road taking on the Raptors first. Okay. Oh, all right. Well, I'll cover the scenario with Team Bird in the next stream then. I don't want to, since we're going to be focusing on the Raptors coming up next with Team Showtime. But let's get a quick look at the Western Conference and how it stacks out right now. Team Showtime at 54-10, currently on a 2-game win streak, as their win streak was snapped against Team Larry Bird. If you missed that game, please go check it out. Larry Bird, man, in the clutch. Go back to see if you missed the game between Showtime and Team Larry Bird. Go check it out, guys. Totally worth it. It was a barn burner. Magic and Bird were just going back and forth making clutch plays. It was insane. But with that being said, we're back here in the Western Conference. The Mavericks and Thunder. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander got hurt, so that's why the Thunder have been struggling. He's just got back to the team maybe 3 weeks ago, just before All-Star break, so they're making their push. They were down there with the Warriors at one point, but since Shai has come back, they've just been running through people. They actually beat Team Larry Bird. They beat Team Bird. They beat the brakes off Team Bird actually a couple weeks ago in the season, and they're moving up steadily. They would have been much higher, I think, had Shai not been hurt, but that's how it goes, man. Superstars get hurt, team struggles. It's part of the NBA life. Let's take a look outside in the Eastern Conference real quick. New York Knicks are 6 games behind Team Larry Bird right now, but both teams have clinched a playoff spot, as you can see. That's what that PI stands for. Playoff. I guess playoffs initiate. I don't know. Playoff ignite. I don't know what that means. But it means they're in the playoffs. No matter what. That means if they lost every single game the rest of the season, they still make the playoffs. Doesn't matter. They're in. They're locked. So, but with that being said, guys, we're going to bring this stream to an end and get you guys ready for the next upcoming game here in the Magic Johnson versus Larry Bird in the Modern Era series. That will be the Showtime going on the road to take on Brandon Ingram and his boys with Jakob Poeltl, Scotty Barnes, and, oh God, I love that, Grady Dick. That's right. Dick will be in the building, folks. Dick will get ready for Showtime with Emmanuel Quickly in the backcourt to reinforce Dick, catching Dick when he gets open. God, man. I know I'm not the first one. I won't be the last to make fun of the Grady Dick thing, but man, it's hilarious. You know, to actually hear a guy in the NBA with all the parables and things you can come up with in sports speak, the way that you can fit that name in and make it into a sexual nature is just endless. It's man, those jokes will be around until his career is over. I promise you that. God forbid he becomes a legend. God forbid Grady becomes a legend. If he becomes a legendary player, oh my goodness, it'll never end. It'll never end. But with that being said, guys, I will see you guys in the next stream. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, please give this video a like. If you did, consider subscribing to the channel so you can see some more videos like this. Also, hit the notification bell so you know when I go live, and share the content and tell people what's going on over here. Just good old-fashioned 5-on-5 simulation basketball with what-if scenarios, with legends of the past being brought back to the modern era, with teams built around them strategically, with plays handpicked to showcase their strengths and maybe a few other weaknesses. You know, we've seen that. We've seen Magic and Bird have some struggles. It's been interesting. So I will see you guys in the next video, and I thank you guys for watching, and I hope you have a good day.